Back, ladies and gentlemen, Chunkyyzilla here, and it's again with the Path of Exile 2 video for you guys to see what it's all about, what it's like, etc, etc. Wow. What we're going to talk about right now is Path of Exile 2 is free for the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. It is free for the weekend. Here's your starting times: August 29th, 1 PM PDT, August 29th, 2025, 8 PM UTC in your local time zone. Dude, I sound like one of those weird as people. Right, so anyways, apart from all of that, and the end time September 1st PV, this will be for the people that are having a free weekend, obviously. So you'll see here it's 29th, 1 PM PDT to September the 1st, right? That's for all the free people that want to play it and try this thing out. What's exciting about Path of Exile 2 is that you get some nice cosmetics to it. It looks, personally, I like a cosmetic like that. That's some, bro, that pants, bro. Hello, nice. Okay. Okay, talk about that. Like I said, you guys can play for free for the weekend, which is pretty nice. And then obviously we've got some patch notes to go over. I know this is like a late little video that I'm doing, but sadly it has to be done sooner than later. It gives you guys chance to have a look at it and see what class to play, etc, etc. And yeah, so basically they're releasing Act 4, so there used to only be Act 1, 2, 3, now they're bringing out Act 4, right, which is pretty nice, and it's completely non-linear. You can visit the islands in any order you choose, which is pretty sick. Right, so that's something to look forward to as well. But the main thing that we're going to look forward to in Path of Exile 2 is the trading system. Ladies and gentlemen, that trading system is wicked, bro. It's fun, it's good, I don't know how to explain it, it's just that good. The trading system will allow people to buy your stuff as well when you're offline, which is a very nice thing and pretty ideal to have. As well, there's a lot of different things. Obviously the league mechanic, you've guys seen it. Hopefully if you've not, go watch the trailer. It's basically, it's Rise of the Abyssals. That's what the league is. So if you guys played Path of Exile 1, it's similar to the Abyss. You know, monsters come out, you kill the monsters, you gain loot. But this one here, you follow the Abyss and you could actually get to a boss, which is pretty nice. In normal Path of Exile, the Abyss, you don't really get a boss, or you do get a boss. You go into its depths, its tunnels with it, and then kill the boss here. But this has got multiple different kind of bosses to the Abyssal, which is pretty nice to have. Right, they've done a major character balance overall, according to them. Although we still see some of the rangers, which is the Dead Eye, that's going to be absolutely broken. I mean, just with the normal tree setup, you're looking at about 600 mil damage, which is crazy, just because of the tree setup without any items on, without any decent items on. So it's kind of looking like it's probably going to be a ranger to Dead Eye meta build. I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's something different, at least something that we can at least try out as well. I know the sorcerers might be able to be okay, because I do know the Archmage got buffed as well as Arc got buffed, so maybe you're going to be looking into something like that. I know a lot of people will be playing the minion builds because they've buffed the demon form, so you're looking at a lot of different things that people will be playing with. And hoping that we can actually do well with making builds on that. Right, another thing I just want to talk about with the support gem system. They've overhauled it, so they've changed a lot on it. They've added 11 new support gems, which is pretty nice. They've also introduced 14 lineage ones. They've got Blood in Eyes. The Lightning Cold Fire Chaos Infusion support gems have been renamed to Lightning Cold Fire Chaos Attunement. Right, so that's, I don't know why they rename it. I don't know if that's our overall naming it. I wish I knew. Right, they've added a new Strength Skill Gem, Fortifying Cry. They've added a new Strength Skill Gem, added a new Strength Skill, Ancestral Forge Hammer, Toxic Domain, Ice Trap, it's Frost Darts. That's pretty interesting. Frost Darts conjures a number of icy projectiles that launch towards the target. That sounds something almost like Diablo, you know, when you're busy playing that sorceress, that mage, it gets a whole bunch of frost shards and shoots them all out at your target. Isn't that similar to like Diablo, but nevertheless it's still pretty cool, and hopefully can people make a build around that, and not only, like I said, the ranges. But Deadeye is going to be broken, obviously. Alright, we're not going to go through everything, not going to go through all the in-game stuff. We're just going to go through what I think is the most important thing as well, and that is obviously the ascendancies. So we got here the Deadeye, which obviously the Deadeye is what we've been talking about. Sorry, I am absolutely deadly tired. It's like 11:42 p.m. I have not slept for 2 days. Just saying. Right, I should actually sleep. I should get some good rest tonight, and or after this maybe I will get some rest, and then obviously we stream tomorrow as well, and where you guys can find me on Kick and YouTube at the same time as well. Right, nevertheless, let's go over the Deadeye. The Deadeye's got it's got changed. So basically now you have a 50% chance of getting a frenzy charge when you get a frenzy charge. So basically when you shoot your bow or whatever you have and you gain a frenzy charge, you have a 50% chance of gaining another frenzy charge on top of that. So you stack your frenzy charges fast, which deal more damage, more speed, more movement speed, and more dodge, more everything else. It's pretty insane to have, as well as the called shot's notable passive skill no longer lets you apply an additional mark. Instead, it causes your projectiles to chain to marked enemies and grants the new called shot's meta skill that repeatedly marks enemies near you by passing your mark limit. Now that there absolutely is broken, right? So that means you can get absolutely so many marks on a target and kill it very fast, or your mark can actually go through multiple stages without having a stopper, without having a limit, and you'll basically just kill bosses one hit. It's crazy. Now there are other changes. I'm not going to go through all of them. Blood mages, as I said, they had a big rework as well. A lot of things are changing in theirs. A lot of things changing. Stormweaver, look at all of this that's changing. So all of this is changing, which is pretty sick. It's pretty nice. I'm happy to see Path of Exile 2 actually listening to the community and trying to push to better everything else, which is very nice. It's a pity they didn't bring out the next class, or the new class, which is a druid. Well, I'm hoping it's a druid. But apart from all of that, they've done a few skill changes. As you guys can see, they've done quite a lot of skill changes. What I like about most of the skill things and most of the things that they have changed is how spirit works. Now a lot of times spirits used to, or your shields, your skills, or your buffs always took like 100 spirits. Now it's only taking 75 spirit, which is pretty nice to have. So you can have more items, more skills, more everything basically in it, to help out there. Right, they've got a lot of other things. They've got Despair, Curse now flicks -41 to -49 to Kelsh's gem levels 9. It was previously 20 to 24, so they've buffed that up massively. So now you'll be doing more chaos damage if you put Despair on the target. That's an extra 20+ % damage. It's insane. It's good. Right, there's a lot of different things that were added, but you guys need to go through it and get it. But so what we'll be doing, what I'll be doing, is either looking at going for a ranger. Yes, it's a safe build, I know it's meta, but going a ranger, Deadeye, probably lightning shot or lightning rod, with cyclone. So basically I go lightning shot is for your mapping. When you're bossing, you could be using lightning rod with cyclone. So when the boss spawns, you'll be able to, your lightning rods will be there. It will be damaging it, as well as putting a debuff on the boss. Then your cyclone will be spinning on the spot, shocking and still damaging the boss, as well as you'll be killing it straight away. Probably one-shotting a boss. I'm guessing when we get to that stage where we can one-shot a boss, we'll be fairly decently geared, not with mirrors and stuff like that, but later in the end game at least, you know. So yes, we are aiming for that one-shot mechanic, and we'll get there. Right, moving swiftly on. And also, I do know a lot of people ask me, what build are you going to be running? What build? I don't know, because the thing is, I can change my mind tomorrow already. I know it's a bad thing, but I'll keep you guys updated on the builds that I do play. I'll give you guys a POB of the build I do play, and hopefully we'll just move on from there. You guys can follow along if you want to. As I said, I do stream on kick.com. Still Chunkyzilla there, as well as YouTube. I will be streaming. So if you guys want to have a look there, you guys are more than welcome to come and talk to me and keep me company. I'd really appreciate that if you guys did. Right, we're moving past all of this. It's a lot to read, and I'm not going to read every single one of those. It's massive amounts to read. So we'll just scroll down to some things that have been changed. So the unique items changes are very good. I see there's no change on the headhunter. Now a lot of people used to say that the headhunter is going to get changed, but I'm curious it's not. Okay, obviously using a divine orb on items will be better. But item changes, is there anything decent on item changes? None that I know of. Obviously just the ruins now. So cool. Okay, that's normal stuff. Monster changes, we don't need to know much about monster changes at all actually. Bug fixes, we don't, you guys can go through all the bug fixes if you guys want to. But that's that. So tomorrow, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Friday, Path of Exile 2 will be free to play. You can come try it out and see how you think of it. If you guys get stuck with the atlases or whatever, please feel free to either comment or come on to the live stream and I can try and help you out there as much as possible. As well as, like I said, I'll be doing my own build, and you guys are more than welcome to follow along. And yes, a lot of people will be making the same build that I'm making, and the passives will probably be the same. I don't know. You know, the thing is, it's so much out there, but everything's also limited at the same time. A few things might change now and then, but mostly all ranges or all dead eye lightning arrow bolts go basically the same kind of build in a way. But nevertheless, we will talk about that more tomorrow. For now, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'm hoping I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys do play the specific league and give it a try and see what that's all about and that's like. So yes, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Cheers. Peace out. Bye.